Oops. I just pulled my webcam down. Does it still work? Just a second. Yeah, it still works. What up? This is Spicy Nuggets. Which one is it? Swole Dickus. Is it this one right here? Journey from 1 to 60. The Swole Dickus Journey from 1 to 60 with the deep run rat kebab. Okay, let's see what the hell this is.
This is the story of one man who's never played World of Warcraft and his crusade to conquer WoW Classic so that he could review the game for his YouTube gaming channel in an unbiased, objective
Sounds like a really long investment of time.
Nostalgia goggles. This is the tale of the sexiest night elf warrior coal miner that ever lived and her journey to save Azeroth with her ass. Now, why did I pick night elf?
Okay.
Well,
because
I
they're
ruled
hot.
out orcs, taurens, trolls, and the undead, because why pick horde if I'm already a bad person in real life? I gotta roleplay.
That's why I played Alliance.
The choice stood between night elf, midget, manlet, and regular human. Now, humans are great at everything, but who the fuck plays an MMORPG to be the same dude they are in real life?
Fuck you! Fuck you! I don't want to play. I don't want to be a cow. Like, what do you mean? I don't want to be a cow. Like, I look at I look at my character as a visual representation of me inside of the game, and I want to walk around as a guy that doesn't necessarily look exactly like me, but he kind of looks like me. Like, that's just the way I go. That's what I like in games. That's what makes sense.
Kind of reprobate actually decides to make their character human guy. As for the class,
Man,
you can't really go wrong with warrior. They train constantly and strive for perfection in armed combat. I'll be able to tell you from my extensive MMORPG experience, that is to say about 800 hours on Flife and more on Adventure Quest games, I reckon I'm pretty Flife-pilled at this point, which grants me access to forbidden knowledge. Any class that uses mana is schizophrenic. Any class that heals people is for subhumans. And the furry classes just aren't my cup of tea.
Thank God for Classic.
Rogue was
They're
also
not in
on
the game.
table, but I went with Warrior. Anyways,
okay, good.
I named my sexy fuck of a character Swakwictus. Don't fucking question it. It's the perfect name. When it came to...
To be honest, the first time I read that, I thought it said Swole Dickus. I did. Swole Dickus.
Picking a server, I didn't skip a beat. Noggin Fogger was clearly the place for me. After a barely noticeable 3-hour queue time that I had to do twice,
Holy shit.
I was ready to experience the full blunt force of vanilla World of Warcraft.
Okay. Wow.
Alright, how do you fucking play this game?
Let's go.
The first thing that dawned on me was that the core element of gameplay is standing and hitting. And in retrospect, I couldn't even do that correctly. You'll notice that I keep pressing 1, enabling and disabling attack mode. If you're a WoW player, I get if this triggers you, but it took me over 10 hours to figure out that I don't have to contract carpal tunnel to play the game. In vanilla WoW, there's no quest markers, and you have to actually
you just
read
download
the
the add-on
and explore the world to progress.
It's simple.
It's almost as if the game developers intend for you to actually play the game as a person who's just come out of a 7-year-long kerfuffle with League of Legends. This whole...
Thank God for the fact that you can just download an add-on and not actually have to play the game or look anything up. Yeah, thank God for that. I played the first playthrough on vanilla without the questing add-on. Now I use it all the time.
Whole immersive, well-designed gameplay is a bit off-putting, but I'm sure I'll get used to it. Being spoon-fed the lore, I take note that one of the very first quests revolves around opening up the borders to allow all the other races into our sacred lands. And I, for one, am glad to be here in this pivotal moment in time. This is an absolute win and a giant leap for freedom and progress. I'm certain it will have no unintended consequences down the line.
Of course not, no.
I have been seriously poisoned. You must help me. Actually, I would, but you know, I gotta farm mobs. So,
fuck him, dude.
You know, good luck.
He's gonna rock.
In his native language, that actually means, bless the sacred tree of life. Since I had...
Is that actually true? Is that... I don't even know if that's true or not. Is that actually true or not? Yes? Like, I genuinely never even keep track of that shit at all. Like, what does something mean in, like, Elvish? Who gives a fuck?
Not the faintest idea what I was doing in this game. I decided to domesticate the first player I ran into and make her my WoW GF. Me and Elizabeth started leveling together.
Oh,
honestly,
that's good. I
consider it a pure stroke of luck that she dumped 14 years of her life into this game. She knew everything, down to the most minute detail of lore. It's honestly impressive. She's the one that taught me that you can take all your clothes off and dance.
Okay.
Listen. Female night elf is the
Oh my god.
Night elves do front flips when you jump, and listen,
yeah,
I got it.
Of course they do.
I made the right choice. I quickly came to learn that this game is all about partying up with other people and overcoming diversity.
Making friends?
And no, I didn't mean adversity. Those darn gnomes can take their asses back to Namerigan where they belong. If the fact that the entire game revolves around standing and hitting is one of the game's weak points, then the atmosphere and immersion coupled with the legendary sound design is definitely one of the strong points.
Yeah. Oh, well.
I'm actually enjoying the game way more than I thought.
No, it's not like that, guys. It's not like that. It's actually, that's a bug. The game doesn't actually play that way at all. So just keep that in mind.
I would. The formula's ridiculously simple. You find the strongest thing that won't kill you. Then you stand and hit enough of them till you become stronger.
And then you do it again.
You'll complete certain
until
tasks which usually require you to stand and
just keep doing Ragnaros over and over.
After which, you'll be rewarded with experience and items that'll make you stand longer and hit harder. And I'm not trying to downplay trading and questing with other players, learning skills like alchemy or crafting, or doing questionable things for monetary gains. I'm simply just making the argument that literally all those things and everything else in the game is entirely structured around improving the experience of standing and hitting. In a way, it's like Cookie Cutter, but with more world building. And I kind of like it. It's pretty good. This is where Swagwigda's adventure kicked into overdrive. I fell off the edge of the map, only to discover that the entire starting island is actually this big-ass tree, and that you survive the fall into the water, only to be left with a simple choice. Personally, I drowned myself. Starvation just really isn't my thing. Eliza convinced me that my lot in life was to be a coal miner. I would later come to find that I'd fallen for one of the...
It's really funny he says that. I wasn't pausing. My mom actually thought it was the same thing. She thought that the entire game was Teldrassil. And like the moment that she came out at Teldrassil, she was like, whoa, what the fuck? This is a really big game. And yeah, I think the same exact thing happened. It's really funny for me to see and like see people having the exact same experiences that I did or people that I knew had like back whenever the game originally came out. Seriously there for 15 levels? Yeah, exactly. Why is this not
the classic blunder is she merely wanted all the animals to herself so she could make bank skinning them. When confronted with the brutal reality of her betrayal, she made it up to me with a naked wetlands run.
Follow me.
Allow me to explain. So Night Elves start in Teldrassil. Later in the game, you'd get access to Stormwind, where you can learn useful things like mastery of a two-hand weapon or how to make rat kebabs. Two equally essential skills in life. Once you finish up questing in the starting area, you get access to Darkshore, and from there you can take a boat to Menethil Harbor. But first, you put all your equipment into the bank so it won't be broken by the countless deaths you may have to go through. And also, because then you're naked, and you're gonna be walking for like a fucking hour. You know they say it's lonely at the top, but I sure like the view. You jump off the boat and head through the Bluegill Marsh. It's at this point you're reminded
this is a degenerate. This is such a degenerate video. Listen, guys, I feel like there's a certain kind of guy that plays a female night elf, and maybe I'm wrong about that, but I think that there's a certain kind of guy that just plays female night elves, and it's like the weirdest of the weird boys. Because some people play female dwarves ironically. People play female gnomes ironically. But if you play a female night elf, you want to be a female night elf. Okay? That's the difference.
Encounter a lot of mobs that are much, much stronger than you. You keep walking all the way past the green belt until you reach Thelgen Rock and the entrance to Don Moreau. At which point, you sit back and wait for someone else to attempt the wetlands run. If they're damnable fools, they won't know they're about to run into the one mob that's pretty much a guaranteed death. Remember to smile from ear to ear as they take aggro.
The fucking
and you
archer.
Watch them die in vain about a 20-minute walk from where they can resurrect. Now you're actually in the clear, and the run through Dunmorrow is a breeze. During the walk to Loch Modan, you'll notice that the contrast in colors is just way better in other areas than the Night Elf leveling zones.
Yeah,
but as a Night Elf, you can do front flips and socialize with women, and that's a pearly padding if I've ever seen one. Alright, I guess you can't find a synonym for silver lining word for word.
I told
but
you,
I tried. I really did fucking try.
Degenerate.
Anyways, once you're through with Loch Modan, it's then time to cross the border and enter a place much too cold for two frail, skimpily dressed night elves. You take in the scenery of the snowy mountains as you make the trek to Ironforge. Partially because there's a flight point, but primarily because now you can get smashed with your WoW GF. As you drink yourself into delirium, you realize it cost all the money you'd saved up in your 13 hours.
I hate it whenever people play the game for fun, man. Like this, like I fucking hate it. Like, you should play the game. Like, I don't like it. Like, whenever people are playing for, like, RP reasons, etc. like that, it just pisses me the fuck off. Because whenever I play the game, I focus on making sure that I'm being efficient. And whenever I would do that, I've always been like that. I've always been like that for my whole life. And people that play the game for fun, it just drives me fucking crazy. I zoned out and then, by the way, to reset. It drives me fucking crazy. And I sit there and I want to play their character. Let people play the game? No, no, no. Like, I was out there, listen. I was leveling in Vanilla WoW, sitting there, getting killed in Arathi Highlands at level 34, while all my fucking friends were sitting in Stormwind having fun with each other. And you know what? I got to 61st. I got in the raids. I got the epic gear. You know what they got? Nothing. Because they weren't doing shit. So, listen, I did get the last laugh. But I got it at the expense of, like, being pissed off for, like, 2 months. I was pissed.
Of game time, and it dawns on you that World of Warcraft isn't all that different from real life. Then, in an alcoholically induced stupor, you enter Tinkertown and use a flute to catch some rats that are then turned into rat kebabs. Because let's be honest, did you really have a good time drinking if you didn't slaughter a greasy kebab along the way?
Message
That was a rhetorical question. Once you've had your fun in Tinkertown, you take the Deep Run tram, which runs all the way below the Vanos Gaming Ocean.
Click on Nessie.
And then you finally arrive at your destination, Stormwind.
Oh boy. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Incredible. Amazing, great.
So yeah, Stormwind's pretty cool.
Yeah,
as an extra delectable addition to the experience, Blizzard fucked some shit up and somehow got the entirety of Kalimdor kicked at the same time, whilst we were on the side of the world that didn't get Thanos snapped. I'll have you know I'm enough of a man to admit it. Alright, I'm having a good time here. This is fucking gameplay. Dumb enough to think I could stand on my own 2 feet, I parted ways with Eliza. I figured that to truly have an authentic experience, I couldn't have someone walk me through the entire game. I returned to Darkshore and almost immediately proceeded to be soft-locked by a graveyard skip for a solid 45 minutes. I'd gone just past this point and died, which changed the resurrection.
I like how it's like, you know, like, because you know, he hasn't played the game before, so you see all of his gear is red, he's got res sickness, the mobs are red level to him, you know what's gonna happen, but he doesn't.
Shrine to all the way down here where the mobs are just way fucking stronger and just kill me, especially if you take into consideration the fact that all of my armor is now broke.
Oh, how convenient.
But I gotta walk the whole way back, but then every time I revived my corpse they would just kill me and I would just come up with a new strategy. Why don't I just walk the whole way in wisp form, just, you know, bite the bullet and then I'll just revive there.
Very fun.
You know. What? I went all the fucking way to up there to use the fucking spirit healer, and then it spirit healed me all the way down here, and now I'm in the same predicament, and I can't. For 45 minutes.
That's the way it goes.
Was at this very moment that I began to doubt the path I'd chosen. Okay. Was I really the right type of person to experience this game to a point where I'd have fair grounds on which to even review it? That seed of doubt would taint my mind and eventually bloom to become a jungle of suspicion and uncertainty. Could I in fact be one of those fucking normies that played this game for 2 weeks and forever after proclaimed that it's just not their thing? Only time will tell. All I know is I caved in and had my bangin' WoW GF walk me through a couple more quests and teach me the game just a bit more. Being a beginner in World of Warcraft without...
I'm gonna be honest. Whenever I first started the game, there was this girl that was like helping me do there was this girl that was helping me do this shit, and I actually asked her if she was a girl in real life. I was like level 25. It's not good. It's not good at all. She said maybe. I know now that was a no. It's a hard fucking no.
Any MMO experience in the last 10 years of my life, it's a bit like choking on a fucking anus. Although whilst it's happening, you realize you're actually kinda into it. Allow me to explain.
That sounds about classic WoW.
Your coping mechanisms kick in. This game is cookie clicker. I'm just standing and hitting. The Horde players in Ashenvale need a fucking therapist. But then... the part where you're not standing and hitting reels you back in, which leads you on a pilgrimage of exploration throughout
There's nothing wrong with standing and hitting, okay? Not everybody has to have ADD. This is an adventure, damn. Wow. Swole Dickistan is doing well.
About to go to bed at 11 a.m., I ask myself, why did I just spend 5 hours randomly exploring with no direction when I could have just Googled the next appropriate zone for my character? Oh yeah, that's right, because if I try to look up a guide...
Warriors were the worst class in the game at leveling. By such a large margin, it's not even close.
The Warrior is widely known as the worst leveling class or solo leveling class in the game.
They are definitely challenging. They have slow leveling, low mobility, low sustain, high gear dependence, dependence on consumables, costly repairs.
So let me get this straight, right? Leveling is you going through all the 60 levels. One could argue that's at least a good chunk of the game. Apparently, my class is undisputedly the worst at this, and by a large margin.
Yes.
And the only solution?
Yes.
You need gear, you need gear, you need gear. Warriors need lots of gear.
Of which I have none.
You gotta buy the gear.
This is the current questing experience
Ask
of the warrior.
stream.
You attempt to pull only one mob. If successful, you kill it, regenerate your health, and repeat. It truly is fucking rough out here. What then completely demoralized me, though, was about halfway into the YouTube guide.
You want to switch these to strafe left and strafe right instead. That's right. No more keyboard turning, friends. This leaves all of your character turning to your mouse.
What's wrong with keyboard turning?
They want me to set up key bindings and constantly perform this frame-perfect stutter step to optimally kite every enemy.
What's wrong with keyboard turning?
Literal arthritis aside, the day you see me Orblock trickshot optimal in World of Warcraft is the day you know this game poisoned my soul. I said, fuck the hamstring stutter step, I'll just play the game my own way.
That's what I did too.
Finished up all the quests
I never
in
tried
Dark
to do that
Zone.
either.
I'd say the highlights were giving this guy a good time in exchange for food and buffs. Wiping on the group quest where you gotta protect this guy 4 times in a row, then admitting we need a healer. After which we proceed to wipe a 5th time since our healer simply forgot to heal the guy we were protecting. Certainly a slight oversight. Remember to get past all the murlocs and get the relic before you run out of breath.
Oh god, dude. Oh no.
Pour some jazz powder over the red crystal, and that's pretty much all that stood out to me. Ashenvale.
Can I ask you guys a question? Like, what is it about classic WoW that just makes people so bad? Like, I don't understand it. Like, there's like normal people, and you get into classic WoW, and they have like this struggle of just being able to like, hit one button. It's like the rotations are like one button. And this is like a genuine question. Like, I know it's like, this is half rhetorical. Yeah. The gameplay is so slow, you get a slow mentality. Well, it's like they're not even playing the game. It's like, I wish I had a webcam and I could just watch every single person that's playing the game in my raids. And I wonder, like, what are they looking at? What are they thinking about? Are they looking at something on the other screen? I don't know, man. It's actual boomers playing the game because retail is too hard for them nowadays. Yeah, I know. I guess that might be it, dude. There's 3 buttons says row. Yeah, I don't get it at all. It's just fucking ridiculous. Holy shit, man. Like, what the fuck? They're probably watching your stream? Yeah, I think that's it too. Look at Wowhead, Arnest of the King. I don't know about that. It's just, yeah, they must be like just really, really low reaction time boomers. Like, my reaction time is dog shit. But compared to that, like, damn, I'm actually doing pretty good.
Bleak and hollow, so void of life. And I was desperate to get to a different part of the game. When opportunity presented itself, it almost seemed too good to be true. And it was too good to be true. You see, I couldn't figure out how to finish a quest. And these 2 malicious druids in my party convinced me that it was actually a whole escort mission, and that I was ready to proceed to the next zone in the game.
Wow.
Ashenvale.
How about that?
Now, Curlonian Evershade walks just at the wrong movement speed all the way deep into Ashenvale.
I'm awake. I'm awake.
He sporadically falls into an emerald dream nap, and you'll encounter a multitude of dumb bad boys along the way. I walked with these people. I walked with these people for 20 fucking minutes for them to turn in their quest, kick me from the party, and leave me alone deep behind enemy lines in a heavily horde-contested area. I tried completing some quests, but I kept getting PK'd time and time again. Having been humbled and shook by trials and tribulations, one question remains.
He's got him.
Would this be the end of the road for our
hero? They're both keyboard turning. Look at the combat.
Prevail and conquer? Would Danger Bro turn out to be an absolute normie with not the slightest claim to fame as a certified nerd gangster? Or would he get gear, and lots of gear? I guess only time will tell.
Holy shit, man. Wow. Okay, you know what? That was pretty fucking good, man. That was... People have wanted me to watch this video for quite a while. Watch the next one? Okay. Where's the next one? Let me see if I can figure out...